be a thing? I think this is gonna be a thing. Happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and it means it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday video. This party is brought to you by Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey, and as usual, you will find her link down below. This week's topic is top 5 books you'd like to see made into movies. I made a video very similar to this about 8 months ago. I don't recommend watching it because the video and audio is really bad, but you're welcome to search for it. But I made an effort to pick 5 books that I didn't mention in that video. But as I stated in that video, it is becoming increasingly more difficult to make lists like this because so many books have already been made into movies or are in the process of being made into movies. I can say that I'm like 99% sure none of these books have been made into movies, but I don't know, they might be in the works. But regardless, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. This is one of my favorite books of 2014. As I stated in my video about this book is so obviously inspired by 90s rom-com movies, and it would make a great one itself. It would just be a great feel-good movie to go out and see with your friends. Number 4 on my list is a book that I don't currently have a physical copy of it, but it is Vicious by B.E. Schwab. Another book that is so blatantly inspired by a movie genre, superhero movies. This would make a great superhero movie, and I would pay money to go see it. Also, I think that this book would also be very well adapted into a graphic novel, so hopefully that's a thing that happens as well. The next book on my list, I was surprised to see didn't make my first list because it's one of my favorite books of all time, but luckily for me, I get to mention it in this video because I left it out. It is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. The imagery in this book just really lends itself to a cinematic format. Specifically, I would love to see this book transformed into a stop-action animation film like, Paranorman. It was one of my favorite movies of last year, and I think that this book would look excellent in that format, and I would pay money to see it. Number 2 on my list is a book that I read very recently, but I would love to see it in a visual format, and it is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I would actually prefer to see this done as a miniseries or a television show because I think that it would be best explored in a longer format rather than being confined to one, 2-hour movie. I think that it would be a great show in the vein of something like maybe Game of Thrones or something. And the number 1 book to make my list is actually the book that I finished recently as of shooting this video. It had such an impact on me, and I just know that if it were to be made well, it would make an excellent, gorgeous movie. And it is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. If you follow me on Goodreads or on Twitter, you will have heard my love for this book, and I just think it would really lend itself to a beautiful visual movie. It would take a really strong cast to carry it out because it's so character driven, but I hope that one day it is made into an excellent movie. This will not be the last that you see of this book. I am going to probably rave my heart out about it very soon in a book talk, so you have that to look forward to. So those are the top 5 books I would currently love to see made into movies. What are some books that you would like to see made into movies? I would love to hear those in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you Friday with a new video. Bye!